Ulster went into this game on a high, having topped the table after a hugely successful campaign for Mark Anscombe's side. Returning Kiwi John Afoa in for Declan Fitzpatrick, the only change from the team that beat Scarlets in the playoff. This was a hugely significant match for both sides on many levels. For Leinster, in coach Joe Schmidt's last game in charge before he takes up the Ireland job, a chance to add to the Amlin trophy they won a week before, and an opportunity for Johnny Sexton to sign off with another trophy prior to his departure for France. The Leinster men were also trying to halt a run of 3 successive Pro12 final defeats. Rob Kearney was a late withdrawal through injury for Leinster, but despite that setback, it was they who made the brighter start. Sexton opted not to go for the posts with a penalty opportunity, and it proved to be the right decision, as from the line out the Blues drove over the Ulster line from close range, with Shane Jennings getting the touchdown. It's the sort of try coaches love, because it's clearly been worked on the training ground, and this one worked to perfection. This was only Jennings' second try of the campaign, and what a timely moment to come up with 5 points for his side. Just 3 minutes into the final, Leinster were 5-0 up, and when Sexton added the conversion it was 7-0, the perfect start for Leinster. Within another couple of minutes, Leinster's lead was extended to 10-0, with Sexton slotting it between the posts after Chris Henry had been penalised for not releasing. As you'd expect, Ulster weren't going to roll over, and they came back into the game and very nearly got over for a try just past the quarter-hour mark, when the ball eventually found its way out to Robbie Diack from Darren Cave's pass. It looked like the big number 6 couldn't miss, but somehow a combination of forwards finishing and some desperate defence from Leinster managed to combine to prevent the try from being scored. The referee, John Lacey, didn't have to refer to the TMO, as on advice from his linesman, he didn't award a try. It was a very close call, but Leinster survived, and Ulster missed a chance to swing the momentum back in their favour. On 24 minutes, Ulster did get their first score on the board. After some more sustained attack, Cian Healy was penalised by the referee for not releasing, and Ruan Pienaar stepped up to kick the resultant penalty towards the sea of blue flags to leave just a converted try between the sides. Ulster 3, Leinster 10. Sexton and Pienaar then traded a penalty each before the Ireland out half landed one more kick just before the half-time break. Sexton accurate once again, and this effort left Leinster 16-6 ahead at half-time. Into the second half, a couple of yellow cards were quickly produced. Diack got 10 minutes in the bin for going off his feet in a ruck. Sexton then kicked a penalty to make it 19-6. Nacewa stopped Paddy Jackson's progress towards the Leinster line with a last-gasp tackle. It definitely stopped Jackson from scoring a certain try, but the referee decided that it was high, and that meant a trip to the sin bin for Nacewa in his final game. Pienaar scored with the penalty that followed and reduced the margin to 10 points, with Leinster 19-9 to the good. As Ulster continued to press, Pienaar continued to tag points onto the scoreboard. In the 51st minute with a penalty, and within another 5 minutes as the Ulster supporters' belief seemed to be growing that their team could indeed turn things around, the South African landed another penalty, and it was game on, with Ulster trailing 15 points to 19. However, in the 63rd minute, Leinster struck a decisive blow, and again, credit for the try has to go to the boys in the pack, who managed to drive over the Ulster line for the second time in the match, and the unstoppable man with the ball in hand on this occasion was Jamie Heaslip. A crucial try at a crucial point in the game. The referee asked the TMO for confirmation that the try was good, and when he got the thumbs up, Leinster had a more comfortable 24-15 lead heading into the final quarter of the match. Pienaar landed a monster penalty with just over 10 minutes remaining to make it 18-24, but that would be the last score of the match, despite some concerted Ulster pressure in the final minutes. As the clock ticked past 80 minutes, Brian O'Driscoll booted the ball into touch and the game was over. Leinster were Rabo Direct Pro12 champions for 2013. A marvellous win for Schmidt, Sexton and Nacewa as they say their goodbyes to the province. For Ulster, gut-wrenching disappointment after a brilliant season. But on the day, it was the men in blue who were celebrating success, and Jamie Heaslip and Leo Cullen raised the trophy at the end of a very successful Pro12 season. Delight for the Leinster supporters, who've had double trophy success to enjoy. Final score at the RDS, Ulster 18, Leinster 24.